I got involved in coins as a child. My mother took me over to a friend's house, and they had a little boy, and didn't particularly like him, but one of the things he was doing was sorting out his pennies. So I figured this was a good thing to do without having to talk to him. So when we left, my mother said, "Did you like that?" And I said, "Yeah." So, she bought me an album, and away I went. I started going to the bank and giving them a roll, 50 cents, and they get a roll of pennies. And I was 9 or 10 years old at the time. And it became a hobby of mine. I financed a trip to Europe with my coin collecting and investing. And then I was in college back in the 70s and not sure what direction I wanted to take. And my cousin married a gentleman who had a coin store. I was in New York, they were in Los Angeles. So I wrote him for a job, and he said, "Sure, come on out." So in 1974, I packed up my golf clubs and the balance of my coins, and off I went to LA and learned all the things not to do at his feet. He was a great guy. He was a wonderful entrepreneur, but like a lot of them, he knew how to get a business started, but didn't know how to run it once it was going. So I learned from his mistakes and went out on my own about 5 years later. I moved here from Los Angeles in 1994. We had the earthquake then, and it just seemed like a good time to go. I had relatives living in Tucson at the time, so it was a friendly looking town to me. For a long time it was have cell phone, will travel, and I met people at their homes or at the bank, but I longed for a permanent location like I had in LA. So I opened up this store in the summer of 1998. I was lucky in that in the winter of 1999, the government started the state program for the new quarters. And I started my own program where if people brought a can of food to donate to the food bank, I would give them a free state quarter. We've since raised many, many tons of food for the food bank, thousands of dollars in donations, and I've made a lot of customers very happy. In our industry, the one thing that we have, the customers don't, is knowledge. We know what everything's worth, and they don't. So they're at a disadvantage. And people realize that, and they're ill at ease when they come in. So it's our job to give them information so they can feel more comfortable. I've recently won an award from the Better Business Bureau in the ethics department just because of the way I do business with people, and I'm very proud of that. We like people to know what's going on. I recently had the opportunity to, yesterday as a matter of fact, one of the companies in town that services female clients set up a gold party. And they had a guy come in, and without vetting him, he offered $1,200 for one particular group of items, and the gentleman came to me to get a second opinion, and we paid him $2,000. Because, people don't know where they're going, and if a company says that they're okay, they don't know any better. And we don't take advantage of people in those circumstances.